Today we are celebrating 50 years of independence of the Republic of Burundi. The theme for Burundi's 50th independence anniversary is consolidating our independence, changing our mentalities, consolidating peace, security, unity, loving work is a secure way of a better future and sustainable development. Today, ceremonies marking the Burundi Independence Day took place in several places or several venues here in the United Kingdom under the auspices of the Burundi mission here in the United Kingdom. But this particular event is a diplomatic reception whereby Burundi, or the mission of Burundi, which has just been opened in London, is reaching out to the diplomatic community and the international community and say, this is Burundi, this is the new Burundi, come to Burundi. Burundi is a place for business, and Burundi is also an ultimate tourist destination. In his keynote address, Burundi President Pierre Nkurunziza told Burundians and foreign officials that Burundi's independence hero, Prince Louis Rwagasore, who was killed on October 13, 1961, before the country could get its independence, and his close collaborators did a great job for the fight of independence. He went on to say, let Prince Louis Rwagasore did a great job for Burundi because he fought and died for Burundi's independence. Several nationals, as well as foreigners like former Tanzania President late Julius Nyerere, advised him in the fight for independence. Furthermore, he said, this is the time to thank the late Rwagasore, his family, his collaborators, his political party, the Union pour le Progrès National, UPRONA, and former Tanzania President late Julius Nyerere, who was his close advisor during the search for Burundi's independence. According to the Burundian president, the Independence Golden Jubilee celebration should be an opportunity to assess past achievements in order to plan for the future. During the last 50 years, we made a lot of progress in several sectors of the country's life, said Nkurunziza, the president of Burundi. Also, the president seized his opportunity to thank the Burundi neighboring countries like Tanzania, Rwanda, Congo, Uganda, Kenya, which accepted to host Burundi refugees who fled their country because of various crises that broke out in Burundi, like in 1965, 1972, 1988, 1991, and in 1993. We especially pay tribute to Tanzania for having hosted about 1 million Burundian refugees, but we are now glad that the majority of them already returned home. In addition, Nkurunziza thanked countries which participated to the furtherance of peace talks between the Burundi government and former rebel movements. This is also a rare opportunity for me to thank countries and the Great Lakes region for their efforts in furthering inter-Burundian peace talks, he said, notably directing his tribute to former Tanzania President late Julius Nyerere for being the first initiator of the inter-Burundi peace talks. He also commended South African leaders including former President Nelson Mandela, President Jacob Zuma, and former Security Minister Charles Nkwakula for taking over the facilitation from Julius Nyerere. His Excellency Nkurunziza also hailed the regional initiative on Burundi under the chairmanship of Uganda President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for backing the South African mediation on the Burundi conflict. He commended South Africa for being at the forefront for sending troops to the African Union peacekeeping mission in Burundi. This is the time to express our gratitude towards the United Nations and the African Union, the European Union, and many other countries for their participation to the Burundian peace process, said His Excellency Nkurunziza. In his address to the diplomatic corps here in London and the international community, the head of the Burundi mission here in London had this to say about his country on the 15th anniversary of the independence.
My lords, ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Praise silence for the Chargé d'Affaires of the Republic of Burundi, Mr. Bernard Nitharaja.
Your Excellencies, my lords, ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure and an honor for me to welcome you all who join us to celebrate the Golden Jubilee of the independence of Burundi. Your presence here testifies that you rejoice with us, and we thank you all. While celebrating this Jubilee, we adopted the following theme: consolidate our independence, change mentality, consolidate peace, security and unity, love work. This is the sure way to a better future and sustainable development. This happy celebrations happens when my government has opened this year Embassy of Burundi in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, an embassy based here in London. I take this opportunity to thank all those who assisted us to set up the embassy. I particularly thank UK people and the services for their welcome and support. Our thanks also go towards the High Commissioners of East African Community, among others. May everyone who supported us find beyond these words the expression of our gratitude. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Burundi was independent on the 1st July 1962. Prior to that, it has been Germany's colony from 1903 to 1916, and under Belgian mandate from 1916 to 1962. The fight for independence was not easy. We owe our independence to the bravery of Prince Louis Rwagasore, our national hero, as well as courageous and audacious Burundian nationalists. I extend our gratitude to the United Nations and African Union. At that time, it was called Organization for African Unity, for supporting immediate independence of Burundi, together with the late President Julius Nyerere Kambarage of Tanzania, then Special Advisor of Prince Louis Rwagasore with regard to fight for independence in Burundi. He was assassinated in October 1961. Unable to find a charismatic successor like Prince Louis Rwagasore, his legacy of unity fell apart. Leaders who came to power after him encouraged the division among Burundians, and in this regard, peace and democracy were compromised during many years. The situation has been catastrophic. Many Burundians have been killed, others forced to exile, particularly from 1962 to around 2000. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, through many dangers and difficulties, Burundi has overcome, although we still have some challenges. We thank the international community for its support. Let me particularly highlight the role played by the sub-regional leaders. His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni of Uganda, Chair of the Initiative Group for Peace in Burundi, late Julius Nyerere of Tanzania, mediator in Burundi conflict, and those who took over after him, namely His Excellency President Nelson Mandela and His Excellency President Jacob Zuma of the Republic of South Africa. While standing on this blessed land of UK, I sincerely and particularly thank the people and the government of this country for hosting our refugees. You have fed, you have clothed them, you have given them a refuge, and we highly appreciate. All other countries all over the world, and the list is long, especially our good neighbors, Democratic Republic of Congo, Rwanda, and Tanzania, as well as international organizations, we thank you all for good things done to and for our people. With support from friends of Burundi, Burundians accepted to face the reality and committed themselves to look forward. In 2005 and 2010, Burundians have held successful elections. We now have democratic institutions. People and the government of Burundi, under the leadership of His Excellency Pierre Nkurunziza, President of the Republic of Burundi, we are committed to promote peace, democracy, and development. Exceptional maturity by bringing together government forces and the former armed groups in one camp. That united army is useful not only for Burundi, but also to the region and to the world. Burundi troops positively participate to restore peace and security in many countries, like Somalia through AMISOM, in Sudan, in Côte d'Ivoire, in Haiti, and so on. A man reaps what he sows. International community helped to sow the seed of peace and reconciliation in Burundi. The fruit of the combined effort are useful to help all countries. Won the Best African Exhibition Award during the International Tourism Fair held in Berlin in March this year. We have developed a vision called Burundi 2025, which is a project whose main purpose is to have the same understanding of the country's challenges as well as sustainable solutions to our problems. The government looks forward to strengthen relations between Burundi and the UK, as well as other countries. Our government participates in international organizations, promoting investors, keeping good relationship with the neighbors, and regional integration, particularly in East African community, composed now of 5 countries: Burundi, Kenya, Rwanda, Tanzania, and Uganda. Burundi is as well committed to safeguard peace and security, encouraging both local and international investors by providing them with facilities, enabling them to establish businesses and factories. Burundi has a shape of a heart. It is the heart of Africa. I kindly invite you, those who may not see in Burundi map, to watch it. It is like a heart. Help us to make sure that the heart is pumping well so as to help other countries to work together. While celebrating the Jubilee of Independence, Burundians have committed to change their mentalities, to love people and work hard, and to speak and to show peace to the world. Burundi is a blessing to the world. I invite you to continue enjoying eating, drinking, watching Burundi dances in a short time, and also watching TV there. There are some interesting things. Let us celebrate Burundi 50th anniversary of independence. Long live to Burundi, international community, and the friends of Burundi.
Thank you, sir. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for your further pleasure this evening.
Thank you.